There's also bird watching activities as well. You see the line of birds that are flying like in a group. So that island in the distance is Treasure Island, and then it connects to the Bay Bridge, which connects to San Francisco. Now that mountain at a distance is called Mount Tamalpais. The elevation is about, I think, 7,500. I can't remember exactly, but it offers spectacular panoramic views of the bay. At a different film segment, I'm going to show you the experience of being on top of Mount Tamalpais. Now, as we walk back towards the Embarcadero, you'll see that tall building there is the pyramid, historic monument within the city, as well as the San Francisco skyline. It's going to be more here to your left. More iconic buildings in the city. The city skyline is what you'll see as you look towards the city of San Francisco. When you're along the piers, that one of that tall building in the background there is the Salesforce Tower. So here's also more seating options along the Embarcadero, Pier 5, where you can relax, have a great conversation, and absorb the spectacular views of the bay. Well, as you're walking along the waterfront, especially if you're near Pier 1 through 5, make reference to the wild parrots. You can hear them flying near the Embarcadero centers, again, between Pier 1 and Pier 5. So that's kind of sight to see. Occasionally, you'll be able to get up close and see them as you're near the park area. As mentioned earlier about the park, if you hang around that park during a certain time of day, you'll be able to see the wild parrots. Continuing along the waterfront going northbound to Fisherman's Wharf, as you can see, sometimes they have these, how you doing? They call them like cycling taxis. You can pick up, usually along the Embarcadero, but also at the wharf. And they can take you around on their cycle, literally down Embarcadero, all the way down from the wharf to Oracle Park. Metered parking options along the Embarcadero is limited, and so you want to pay very much attention to the signage. As you can see here, the yellow zone is for commercial truck deliveries. And between Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., you cannot park here during that time slot. In fact, this area is primarily reserved for commercial trucks. So pay very much attention to the signage if you decide to park on the street. Now the white zone is for passenger loading only. And that is, let's say you want to drop off your friends or family members at Pier 7 here, then this zone is where you have the opportunity to do that, but it's not for parking of any kind. And the loading zone is usually, the hours for this particular white zone is, as you see here, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then passenger loading, that's for the port, for marked vehicles. The passenger loading is from 5 p.m. to midnight, Monday through Friday, or 7 a.m. to midnight, Saturdays and Sundays. And that's for regular guests, other than commercial vehicles, commercial marked vehicles. The blue zone is for vehicles with plaque cards, that is for handicap parking only. So you would have to display that plaque card through your window to indicate that you have the permission or license to park in this blue zone for handicap. Now we're at Pier 5 along the Embarcadero. One of the things that'll make it easier for you in terms of finding like businesses or restaurants along the Embarcadero is how the piers, how the addresses are numbered by piers. They're odd numbered from Market Street on the Embarcadero going northbound towards Fisherman's Wharf. That is 1, Pier 3, Pier 5, Pier 7, Pier 9, all the way up to Pier 39 in Fisherman's Wharf. But if you're going south of Market along the Embarcadero, then the piers are even numbered. Pier 2, Pier 4, Pier 8, Pier 16, all the way up to Pier 40 where Oracle Park is where the Giants play. Okay, this restroom is one of the many restrooms you might find along the Embarcadero. It's located at Pier 7. That's open for public use. I mentioned earlier there's another one inside the promenade deck that's kind of hidden, hard to find. But this restroom is right on the Embarcadero. It makes it easier to find and use. So here's a water fountain for clean water. If you have a water bottle, if you have a water bottle, this is a great source for accessing more water. Also at Pier 7 is these mini scooter stands. And these mini scooters you can rent right from the parking lot there, or I should say lot, where you could take and use and ride along the Embarcadero. The Waterfront Restaurant and Cafe is yet another dining option along the Embarcadero where they serve seafood and Wagyu. They also have outdoor seating with spectacular views of the bay. The Waterfront Restaurant is located at Pier 7. Now at Broadway off the Embarcadero is one of the stops for the F streetcar. Now the F streetcar is a great public transportation option you can use for coming to and from the wharf, to and from the downtown street area, which is on Market Street. So essentially it comes down Market Street from literally Castro District all the way down to the Embarcadero. Then it turns north of the Embarcadero, goes all the way up to Fisherman's Wharf. So if your hotel is on Market Street, then this would be one of the options. In fact, well, this isn't the F streetcar, this is the bus line, but nevertheless, here's the train track is adjacent to the stop area, where again, this is where one of the stops you would pick up at, heading to the Fisherman's Wharf. Now, around the corner of the Embarcadero and Broadway, really at 50 Broadway Street, is another parking lot that you can use as part of your adventure along the Embarcadero.